Hello, I'm back again with another video to talk about my collection and tell you this one's about light guns. Light guns, light guns, light guns, light guns. You know, guns for shooting video games. I'm gonna tell you a story about how I got into the light gun thing. Well, when I was a kid, everybody had duck hunt. I'm gonna talk about light guns. As you can see, I have the Nintendo Entertainment System here. And this got me introduced to light guns, kind of like light gun video games, kind of at home whack-a-mole type stuff, you point, you aim, you shoot, And when I got my first Nintendo Entertainment System, it came with Duck Hunt, which allowed for a light gun. And well, over the years, so many better and more improved games have come out to take advantage of the light gun stuff. So I figured I'd talk about my light gun collection. But since Duck Hunt, back then, that was about the only light gun game I ever played, And then a few years later, I went to a store, or a Petro. It was a truck stop with my stepdad, and on a big screen TV, big Mitsubishi big screen TV, they had Mad Dog McCree, man. Playing on 3DO with the light gun. This one right here, to be precise. And Mad Dog McCree, if you don't know, it's a western, and it's a light gun game, and you shoot. Well, I sucked at it. I couldn't aim worth a darn. So here I am, some years later. I wanted to go back and get that very game. So I bought a 3DO, and it came with the light gun itself. But the light gun it came with was broken. So later on, I bought a brand new one, another one. And this one is the one I got for 3DO. American Laser Games light gun for the Panasonic 3DO. My review of this thing, this started this whole collection here. See all these light guns? This is the one that kickstarted it all. I didn't buy the Nintendo till last, but yeah, I'm still good with that light gun too. I'm still Duck Hunt. Who'd have thought that a freaking Nintendo NES light gun is more accurate than the 3DO light gun? This thing sucks. It sucks so much I actually had to put a laser on it to actually, you got to be pretty much right up on the TV for it to aim. I mean, it's pathetic. It's virtually unplayable. Some games. Sometimes it works superb. Sometimes don't. I thought it was because it was, old, but no, I bought a brand new one. Same shit. But anyway, that's the 3DO one. 3DO light gun games, really were exciting for me. Was Mad Dog McCree, Crime Patrol, Mad Dog 2, then the what else? So I got the Mad Dog. I got the Gunslinger pack here. Came with I bought the 3DO. It came with Crime Patrol, Mad Dog McCree, Mad Dog 2, and Who Shot Johnny Rock. There's some games like that, but American Laser Games. Back in the day, people gave them crap because they thought their games were crap. Well, I thought their games were pretty good. And one particular game that I really, really liked was Corpse Killer. To me and my buddy, at the time, this game was superb. I mean, we saw the graphics; it looked so real. I mean, we saw it on Sega CD, but the 3DO version is the far superior in graphics. I mean, the full motion video is far superior in the 3DO version. But so we're talking about light guns here. So after I got the 3DO and stuff, I realized the light gun don't work on this game. I thought this was a light gun game. I was like, oh my god, it's not a light gun game. So I did some research, and I learned that the only version that was a light gun game was the Sega 32X version. I was like, oh my god. So Sega 32X version took the Sega CD version of Corpse Killer and made it prettier, cleaned it up, made it better full motion video, and made it look a lot better. But it also added Sega Minister support for the Sega Minister over there. So I bought this Sega Minister here. As you can see, those eye sights are nothing. Those sights are nothing. It's just hollow, nothing, no lens, just crap. The shoulder holster is crap. It's just for looks, pretty much. All you have to use is the gray gun part here, anyway. But anyway, back to my story. This didn't work. I mean, it didn't work with Corpse Killer. I was like, what the hell? there's the gun. I don't know why it wouldn't work. The game it came with was this 6-in-1 light gun game. You know, where you shoot tanks and you blow up tanks, and you know, you kill bugs in that one and stuff like that. The light gun works perfect with this. I mean, and also I bought for the light gun T2 arcade game. Superb light gun, blows it away. I mean, accurate beyond belief. I mean, and they said at the time that excuse me. Wait a minute. They said at the time that this is the most accurate gun, and the reason why is because it uses the sensor bar. Eat that, Wii. Nintendo Wii. They had a sensor bar back in 1994 or 95 whenever this came out. So yeah, it uses the sensor bar, and it plugs into the second controller port of the console. Hang on, excuse me a minute. Alright, so I'm back. So it uses that sensor bar for accuracy. Now, like I said, it works perfect with the 6-in-1 cartridge it came with. It works perfect with T2, the arcade game. The light gun is flawless with those games. But when I tried it on, what was it, Corpse Killer, shit, it ain't happening. I mean, it responds like it'll shoot, but like it goes, you know, Corpse Killer, if you know anything about it, it's a constant, it has rapid fire in it, like, at all times. Like, it always has rapid fire. Like, it's always in rapid fire mode. But when you use the gun, it only goes like, that's it. Like, and it don't aim where you're pointing at. So it's like that. It's not. I don't know how they got it compatibility. Said it was compatible because it ain't. And so since the Minister wasn't compatible, I was on I was on a mission to find any light gun that would work with Corpse Killer. So then the next one I bought was the Lethal Enforcer's light gun, the Konami Justifier. And it came with Lethal Enforcer's 1. And it don't work with Corpse Killer either. That was a lie. So then I bought another Laser American Games gun. Very expensive. Rare. Box. Complete. Brand new. Bought it for Sega Genesis. Still, don't work with Corpse Killer. So, Corpse Killer and light gun compatibility, I say, is bullcrap on Sega. And now I tried it on Sega Genesis by itself, a Sega CD by itself, the Sega CD version. I tried a 32X version with a Model 1 Sega CD, didn't work. Sega 32X version with Model 2 Sega CD, didn't work. Sega 32X and Model 1 Genesis, didn't work. Sega CD and Model 2 Genesis, didn't work. I mean, it points and it shoots, but it don't point where you're aiming, and I mean, it's crazy. The game should work as good as the 6-in-1 game cart and the T2 Terminator does, but it don't. So that is why I got a pile of guns over there for one game. I bought all those guns practically for one game, and that was Corpse Killer. So I got all these guns over here sitting there, just no, I don't use them no more. I'm mad at it. All right, so from there, I'm a big House of the Dead fan on Dreamcast, so I bought House of the Dead when it first came out on Dreamcast, and since then I've never really used light gun on it. So I bought a light gun, and it worked, and it's superb, and this has auto fire, auto reload. I got 3 of them, but the game's only 2-player, but I got two brand new boxed ones. These came with a brand new Dreamcast I bought, but this one here I bought first just to play with the House of the Dead 2, and it works great. And, you know, and then House of the Dead 2, you know, also came to Xbox, so I was like, well, I want a light gun for that too, so I got the Xbox light gun here. So I got light guns for the Xbox and Dreamcast, and I was like, well, heck, I got House of the Dead 2. What about House of the Dead 1? So I started doing research, and I was like, House of the Dead 1 Super Rare game is on Sega Saturn, and Sega Saturn also has light gun support. So I got light gun for Sega Saturn, and hang on, Sega Saturn. So I moved on to Sega Saturn and got House of the Dead, and forgot that when I bought my Sega Saturn, it came with these 2 light guns. These are like, I don't know if you want to call them like phaser guns, you know. Well, when I bought this at Game Exchange at the State Fair one year it came with these light guns, and it came with Virtual Cop and Virtual Cop 2, and it came with these little phasers. I want to say Star Trek phasers, but these are actual light guns, and they go to the Sega Saturn. Well, anyway, I forgot I owned those, and went ahead and bought one of these. This is a gun that supposedly came bundled with Virtual Cop, and it's the Virtual Cop Blaster. Very accurate, very good. And I actually beat House of Dead 1 with this. I beat Virtual Cop 1 with this too. I also beat House of Dead 2 with that. But anyway, moving on. Xbox has House of Dead 3 and House of Dead 2. Had to get that for that. I heard that Resident Evil Survivor Part 1 had light gun support, so I went and bought the Namco GunCon. But this is the GunCon 2, and this GunCon 2 is compatible with the Norgun and the GunCon 1 for PS1 and the GunCon 2 for PS2. This is compatible with all three guns. But little did I know that Resident Evil Survivor only had gun support in Europe. So this don't work with Gun Survivor 1. But it does work for Resident Evil Survivor Dead Aim and Resident Evil... Resident Evil Survivor Dead Aim. I guess this might work with Time Crisis and all those too. But yeah, that's pretty cool. The main reasons I bought this gun is for Resident Evil Survivor 1. Part 1. Resident Evil Survivor. It's just called Resident Evil Survivor. I bought this for that, but can't use it on that. But eventually I guess I'll buy some more games to use with it. Like, Dino Crisis. But what I learned later on was the European versions of Dino Crisis and Resident Evil got European exclusive versions released only in Europe, PAL region, for Resident Evil Gun Survivor 2. It's called Code Veronica. Who'd have thought Code Veronica had a gun game? And it does. And Dino Crisis had one too, released exclusively over there. So I bought both of those to use with this, and I never did get around to trying it. And I'll tell you why. Because I got something better than that. Boom. What does all these light guns have in common that I just showed? They're meant for CRT TVs. TVs that have scan lines, and TVs that have a cathode ray tube. Well, anyway, so I was getting to wondering, is there a way I can use these freaking light guns on my HD TV? Like, I have a DLP, and I don't recommend DLP to anybody. Digital light projection is the best, to me, way better than LCD and everything else. I'll do a review on my TV sometime. But, I did study, and I was researching. I was like, is there a light gun out there that you can use on HD TV? And go search YouTube, folks, because here it is. It's called the EMS Top Gun 2. And what this little black gun does, it has a laser on it. It has kickback, like real shoot, like it shoots, and you can use it on your HD TV. It comes with these sensor bars, and the sensor bars is similar to that of the Wii sensor bar. And you can use this on this right out of the box. It works on PS2, Xbox, and PC. And I tried it, and it works. Oh, it works on PS3 also. Wow. All right. PS3. But I don't. It works with GunCon. GunCon 3 PS3 games. I don't think it'll work with PS Move games. But this works with anything: LCD, plasma, projector, HD TV, any screen. In the future, because it uses you just hang the sensor bars. It comes with two of them, and you calibrate it by shooting them corners. Shoot, calibrate. Then it's awesome. This also works on MAME, but I haven't tried it because I don't know. I don't have any MAME. I don't have any games for that, but I imagine MAME, multiple arcade, whatever. So it works for PC. Windows XP, Vista, Windows 7, Windows 2000, Windows ME, Windows 98, which will be awesome because you can use this on House of the Dead, Part 1. No, because that's Windows 95 games. Shit. Well, I couldn't work with Windows 95. Windows 95 had lots of good games, especially with 3DFX. Well, anyway, this is the best gun I got. because it goes to so many consoles. It works on my HD TV, so anything that I got, like Xbox games, PS2 games, this will work on my HD TV, my 65-inch DLP. I plan on getting a projector and using it with that one of these days, but yeah. There it is, buddy. And since this is a wired gun, since then they've come out with the EMS Top Gun 3 and it's wireless. But I like this one better. I mean, no batteries to worry about and all that stuff. But anyway, it has recoil. What recoil was is when you shoot it, the gun cocks back. It goes, you know, this little slider right here goes boom, boom. It's pretty cool, pretty cool. All right, so what have we talked about? We talked about those. All right, let's go back to Corpse Killer, just for shits and giggles, I guess. I went ahead and bought Corpse Killer for Sega Saturn because it is the ultimate version. It's called Graveyard Edition. I bought it. It don't have light gun support, which is a damn shame, but it does have the best It takes the 3DO graphics and 3DO effects, and then it adds in a bunch of giblets and stuff like that you point at and shoot, and it gives you bonuses and stuff. So, plus I bought this version because it's the only version you can use a Game Shark with. You cheat. you game. You know, I like anything that adds to a game. I like, and this takes the best of those and puts it in this, except for the light gun. But anyway, it says one of the top 20 games of the year, and you know they're lying right then because probably that year there wasn't even 20 games released. But yeah, there's that. And the main particular reason I bought a Nintendo Wii was for light gun games, because the Nintendo Wii, you know. Oh wait, I forgot. Who would have thought? Speaking of the EMS Top Gun 2, you know how you can use this on HDTV? I tried the Minister. It won't work on HDTV because it has a CRT TV. It has to use scan lines. But this bad boy here, it's called the Peacekeeper. Is for the Philips CDI. Excuse my waviness, jiggling the camera, but it's called the Peacekeeper for the CDI, Philips CDI. And Mad Dog McCree was made for CDI, Mad Dog McCree 2. You know, all those light gun games are made for also Philips CDI. And this sucker is so badass. It works on an HDTV. It works on DLP. It works on a projector because it goes by this, the sensor bar. So yeah, you don't. Who'd have thought that, you know, back in 1993, 94, they actually had something that didn't require scan lines. So yeah, you want the best version of Mad Dog McCree and all that stuff. If it ain't on the Wii, you gotta get the Philips CDI version, and that's why I bought this. And well, this actually came with my Philips CDI, and I was so ecstatic and so excited to see that it actually worked on my high definition TV. And yeah, because you're basically playing a movie and whack-a-mole movie. Guys show up on screen, point a gun at you, you shoot them first. But anyway, so back to the Wii. Wii. As soon as I saw Mad Dog McCree collection, I was hooked. But yeah, that you know, I wasn't sold when we first came out. I wasn't sold on the console itself, but I knew it had potential for light gun games. And sure enough, when I started porting the Mad Dog McCree collection over there, and had Crime Patrol. What's this got? Let's see, Mad Dog McCree. Says Crime Patrol. Wait, this has the Last Bounty Hunter too. This has Mad Dog 1, Mad Dog 2, and the Last Bounty Hunter. Philips CDI also got those games. But one thing that the Nintendo Wii version has over all the other versions, well, the Philips CDI version is just like the Wii, but Mad Dog 2 and the Last Bounty Hunter, it does have a reticle on the screen so you can see where you're shooting at. But Mad Dog 1 don't. That's where the Wii version is better on Mad Dog Part 1 because it shows the reticle so you can see where the hell you're aiming. I like that best. You know, it's like laser guided stuff. So I bought the Tommy gun for the Wii. I don't really like it that much. I think it's kind of crap. I was thinking it was going to be the Wii Zapper, but I guess it's a knockoff for it. And then the Perfect Shot, I like that one. I got two of these. One of them's in there in a box, unboxed, but this one's boxed. That's pretty good. I'm a big Resident Evil fan, so I had to get the Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles collection. And it came with a gun that came out that year, and I like it. It came with decals, a sticker that goes on your Wiimote. You know, it has Chris on it, and you know, Rebecca and Wesker, and then it comes with a little rubber umbrella knobby. which is pretty cool, and that's why I bought this. But other than that, I don't really like this. This is kind of like that one, you know. I don't know. I use that mostly. I mean, shoot. But there's a Magnum, a Resident Evil Magnum. That's supposed to be Wesker's Magnum. I want that. It's out. I want to get it. It comes with this is supposed to be has a knife. This slides into a thing, and it's supposed to be a knife. And this slides into the Magnum, and it's supposed to be like that. And it's a gun. All right, fast forward to the Nintendo Wii or PS3. Man, I had to get the PS3, and here's the gun I got for it. It's called the PS3 Blaster Shooter. Pretty good. I got it. It came in all red or black and red. I wanted black and red because it looks like Resident Evil. And then I got here recently the Killzone 3, SOCOM, Dead Space Extraction, Time Crisis, Resistance, PlayStation Move Sharpshooter. So from what I've heard, I heard that you can remap your buttons and stuff, and this is really cool, but I haven't tried it yet. But $20, can't beat it. I mean, brand new, Best Buy, $20. But why would I buy light guns for the Wii and the PS3? And I'm gonna tell you right now. I like light gun games. Say Resident Evil: Dark Side Chronicles. Of course, Mad Dog McCree. The House of Dead 2 and 3 was ported to the Wii. Dead Space Extraction was on the Wii. It's a light gun game. You know, stuff like that. You know, and then some of those games were actually gave HD upgrades and ported over to the PS3. Haha! Like Resident Evil Dark Side Chronicles and Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles. Those are ported over to the PS3 and gave HD upgrades. So I really like anything that adds to a game. And yeah, using this controller over any of those is much better. I prefer the PS Move over the Wii, definitely. Let's see what else. Even the nunchuck is better. It's just this is more high tech, I think, and those over there, I mean, those are decent, but I like this. What else? The Dead Space Extraction even got an HD upgrade. House of Dead Overkill Director's Cut came over here to PS3, and then not only that, Resident Evil 5 exclusive got PlayStation Move support, and I've tried that. It's Resident Evil 5 Gold, excellent. And then what else? You know, Resistance 3 and Killzone 3, they got PlayStation Move support, so you gotta want to go with that. So yeah, I'm all for anything that adds to a game. So that's what, you know, I buy this stuff. You know, you know, you don't want to play a light gun game with a controller. You want to play it with a gun. So that's why I buy all this stuff. And oh yeah, and last but not least, the best gun for Wii U. I mean, not Wii U. Dang it, Nintendo Wii. I guess if Wii U has light gun games, you can use this on there too. But the buckshot shotgun for Wii. It's got the nunchuck built in. It's got a trigger here. It actually cocks back and reloads like that. Then you take and you eject like that. You pull this lever right here back and it unplugs it from here, and then you pull this little ribbon right here and it pulls your controller up. It does not work with Wii Motion Plus because there's not enough room in there for that, but I've always wanted one of these. This is made specifically for the House of the Dead games, I suppose. But it's effective. I like it. See you later.